Good evening. Hi, everyone. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Happy birthday to Shir Tikva. Double chai l'chaim, l'chaim. And what a joy to be gathering tonight to kick off. Can you hear me okay? It's a little quiet. Okay. Too loud? Classic. Okay. Well, I will speak up. What a joy to be welcoming you into this sanctuary tonight. Dan Nadel and David Harris and I have been thinking about this as our living room and this is just our expansive living room where we get to be together, we get to savor, see old friends, and let the voices and the wisdom and the poetry of Jewish voices from across place and time, through language, through experience, let them flow through us and let our voices join with those voices. I just want to say just express my tremendous gratitude to Dan Nadel, who is joining us. Yay, Dan! And I want to welcome David Harris back to the Shir Tikva Sanctuary. What a gift it is. And just welcome. It is really such a gift to see this group of people coming together and knowing that there are many people also right now streaming in. Welcome wherever you are in the country. So many of the poets, many of the voices that will be coming to us tonight flow from Sfarad. They come from Spain or the generations that were expelled from Spain and then descended from that generation of expulsion. And so many of the poems that David and I will be singing tonight, many of the songs are really a reckoning, and this is very Jewish, a reckoning of the opening to beauty, opening to wonder, never losing our grasp on paying attention to the spark of life. And also holding that spark of life right there with the exhaustion and the worry and the sense of what if. And so we're going to hear so many voices coming from Sfarad, coming from the Iberian Peninsula, and then their descendants. The first song, Dan and I will be offering a series of piyutim, a series of liturgical poems to open this night of music. Yeah, thanks, Rafi. לשם שבו והחלמה ואורה כאור החמה שבעתיים כאור הבוקר מכיסך עבוד חוצה ולגור בארץ הרמה בשמחות תחת רגע זאת בוקר תשמע קולי בוקר אודה לאל לבב חוקר ברון יחד ברון יחד ברון יחד כוכבי בוקר אודה לאל לבב חוקר ברון יחד ברון יחד ברון יחד ברון יחד כוכבי בוקר So here we'll sing a pute. We get to sing together. It's not every day we get to hear Dan Nadel sing. This is one of those days. Hooray. So we'll sing this pute from Rabbi Yisrael Najara, who is a prolific and powerful paitan, a prolific writer of liturgical poetry, whose family fled to Damascus from Spain, and who was a 16th century rabbi of Gaza. Yalla, 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 boi legani, henetz rimon gam, parcha gavni, henetz rimon gam, parcha gavni. Yavo dodi, yachish צעדה ויאכל את פרי מגדיו עם ידידי ערכו נדודה וכיחידה אשב על כעני יאללה 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 בואי לגני הנץ רימון גם פרחה גפני הנץ רימון גם פרחה גפני
שובי אליי את בת אהובה שובי את ואני אשובה הנה עמי זאת עוד כתובה כי בתוכך אתן משכני
יאללה 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 בואי לגני הנץ רימון גם פרחה גפני הנץ רימון גם פרחה גפני נפשי פדיתה ולבד מאז אותי קנית אתה לי ואינה ממזריתה ואיך תאמר כי אהבתני יאללה 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 בואי לגני הנץ רימון גם פרחה גפני ונץ רימון גם פרחה גפני
היומתי לתוסריתך ולתהילה ולתוסריתך כי אהבת עולם אהבתך על כן אושיבך על דוכני
יאללה 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 בואי לגני הנץ רימון גם פרחה גפני הנץ רימון גם פרחה גפני יאללה 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 בואי לגני הנץ רימון גם פרחה גפני הנץ רימון גם פרחה גפני this next piyut, also by Yisrael Najara, is just a wish for sweetness. Sweetness from our tongues, sweetness extended between us. May sweetness flow.
פצחי לי שיר ורננה אתה מלך זמנך אחרי בנותך עדנה שושנה שושנה סבתנות במדינות שושנה רעננה אל סף נכסף אל לבבך ובנו לחרב יונה שושנה גדיל ששונך שושנה
Will you talk about this one? We're about to sing a piyut that we sing on Yom Kippur. And I just want you to know it takes a lot of chutzpah and courage for a rabbi to sing a High Holidays piyut in May. Because as far as I'm concerned, the clock begins ticking now. As soon as we sing this piyut, we know. What will you share?
Sure. So there's a piyut, liturgical poem, that's actually only sung in Ashkenazi communities, Ya'aleh, and sort of central to Ashkenazi liturgy, right, on Yom Kippur. There's a lot of melodies, I guess. I once worked with a rabbi who said she didn't like any of the melodies. Could I write a melody? So I wrote something that I thought would be easy to latch onto, but hopefully not too simplistic. And then there's also like a nigun part, like a vocalese, what would you say, vocalese section. So if maybe you'll catch on, you're welcome to join in with us. And what else? What else should I say? Beautiful. Oh? And I'll sing again. Yeah. Okay. Arielle will sing more. Yay. Okay.
יעלה תחנוננו מערב ויבוא שבתנו מבוקר ויראה רינוננו עד ערב ויראה רינוננו עד ערב
יעלה קולנו מערב ויבוא צדקתנו מבוקר ויראה פדיוננו עד ערב ויראה פדיוננו עד ערב
יעלנו ינו מערב ויבוא סליחתנו מבוקר
ויבוא למענו מבוקר ויראה כיפורנו עד ערב ויראה כיפורנו עד ערב
יעלה אישנו מערב ויבוא תרנו מבוקר חינוננו
הדרתנו עד ערב, ויראה הדרתנו עד ערב.
ויבוא גילנו מבוקר, ויראה בקשתנו עד ערב, ויראה בקשתנו עד ערב, זכרנו מערב, ויבוא אליך מבוקר, ויראה אלינו עד ערב, ויראה אלינו עד ערב.
Thank you. It's my joy to invite up David Harris to join us on the bima to add another voice. Yay, David. Welcome.
What a pleasure to be in this room with each of you. We have a lot of history together, and we have a lot of history with this room. I was saying to the rabbi that not only are we celebrating 36 years of Shir Tikva, but this is 30 years in this space. It was 1994. So a lot of important numbers going on this year. But the most important number tonight is one.
Sorry,
which
someone's
is what
phone
we're
is
feeling.
ringing.
Say that again.
Let's take this opportunity to just ask everyone to silence their phones. Okay.
A message from beyond. So we're going to continue with the Piyut stream, which is an endless and very broad stream. And this is a Piyut that will be very familiar to many of you because we often sing it on Shabbat Deror Yikra. And this was written by Dunash ben Labrat. So again, one of these brilliant Judeo-Spanish poets who have gifted us with poetry that we still sing 1,000 years later and which lifts our spirits.
Yeah, this melody is from the Ukraine, actually. It's from the Hasidim of Breslav.
Oh, that's right, but you're absolutely right. This is from Breslav. But like any beautiful melody, it travels the world. ולא יושפט שבונחו ביום שבת. דרוש נבי דרוש נבי דרוש נבי בעולמי ועוד ישעשה עמי לטסורך בתוך כרמי, לטסורך בתוך כרמי, שאשבת בני עמי. דרוך, דרוך, פורה, 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 בתוך בצרה, וגם בבל אשר גברה. נטוץ, נטוץ, צרי, 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 באפברה, שמע קולי ביום אקרא. ולניזהר שלומים תן כמי נהור. הדוח כמה ידוח, כמה ידוח, כמה ילקנה, במוג לבב ובימינה. ונחיב פה מלנה, ונחיב פה ומלנה, לשוננו לך בינה. חוכמה, חוכמה, חוכמה לנפשך, והיא חטא לראשך. נצור, נצור, מצוות, מצוות, מצוות קדושך, שמו שבת קדושך. דרור יקרא לבן ולבנט, ואינסוכם כמו בעבר. ונמשמכם ולא יושבת, שהונחו ביום שבת. Well, it is May, and
For a few more days.
for a few more days. So how could we not sing one of the great classics of Judeo-Spanish song, Los Biblios Cantan, the nightingales sing, my soul and fate are in your power. The rose blooms in the month of May. My soul suffers from love.
Los bilbilicos cantan con suspiros de amor. Mi neshama, mi ventura está en tu poder. Mi neshama, mi ventura está en tu poder.
La rosa en florece en el mes de mayo, mi alma se oscurece, sufriendo del amor. Mi alma se oscurece, sufriendo del amor.
Más presto ven paloma,
Más presto ven a mí,
más presto tú mi
mas presto tu mi alma, che io me vo morir. Mas presto ven paloma, mas presto ven conmi, mas presto tu mi alma, che io me vo morir, mas presto tu mi alma, che io me vo morir. Well, most of you know that the Sephardic culture lives very deeply in my heart, and it has for most of my life. And the language, the Judeo-Spanish that you're hearing in these songs, I think resonates so deeply. It's a form of Castilian Spanish, but a very old form. And as the Jews traveled in their diaspora, they picked up words. The next piece is a very special piece for me, Aben Amar. It's about the Moor, Aben Amar, and he is singing the praises of the beautiful Alhambra Palace. And he's in dialogue with a Christian king. So a Muslim speaking with a Christian as sung by a Jew. And this is a great favorite in the Moroccan Jewish community, and they have been singing this for centuries. It tells you about that longing that is still felt for Spain, or at least a moment in Spain's history. Aben Amar. Ben Amar, moro dell'amor dia, el día que tú naciste, grandes señales había. Estaba la mar en calma, la luna estaba prendida, modo que en tal signo naces, no debes decir mentiras. Y nos la diré, Señor, que sea grande vianía, que cuando niño y muchacho mi padre me lo decía. Que mentiras no dia, aunque me cueste la vida, por tanto preguntaré, que la verdad me diría. Que castillos son aquellos, grandes son y relucían, el uno el generalife, castillo de gran valía, y el otro la Alhambra, labros son maravillosos, y el moro que los labraba, 100 duros ganaba al día. So many people ask me, David, how did you learn these songs? I had the great good fortune of living in Minnesota, which supports the arts. And I received many a grant to travel the world. And actually, this took place while I was working for Shir Tikva. So thank you. You allowed me a very long leash. And I traveled to Morocco and Bosnia and Turkey, Poland even, Spain, all over the place. But as they say in the famous movie, there is no place like home. And in St. Paul, Minnesota, I met a woman, Tirza Teitelbaum, whom some of you may remember, who was born in Baghdad. And Tirza loved to sing, and she would come to all of my ensemble's concerts, and we began to sing together. And this was a great favorite of hers, El Dio Alto, or also Noche de Al-Had, which means the evening of Sunday. This is a Havdalah song. So it is my pleasure to sing into this space and to sing into that larger space where Tirza is now residing. So, El Dio Alto. El Dio Alto. El Dio Alto con su gracia, musman de mucha ganancia. Non veamos mal ni ansia, no sia todo Israel. Non veamos mal ni ansia, no sia todo Israel. Veni todos ajuntaremos y a su nombre bendizaremos. Y de él le mandaremos la bendición de Israel. Y de él le mandaremos la bendición de Israel. Rogamos noite e dia, quemos de gozo e alegria, com toda a jureria, nossa todo Israel, com toda a jureria, nossa todo Israel. Michael, sa Israel, Eliyahu y Gabriel, mas venga junto con il Goel a salvar a Israel, mas venga junto con il Goel a salvar a Israel. I had the great honor of being a friend of and a colleague of Flori Jagoda, and she and I first met in 1992, which was the quincentenary of the expulsion of the Jews from Spain. And that year there was a phenomenal amount of activity in the Jewish world around that, because actually the Jewish community was shockingly ignorant of this part of its history. And Flori taught me many songs. We sang a lot together. We commissioned Flori, but one of the songs she taught me was a song that she had been taught. And this is a song about the women lighting the candles for Shabbat from olive oil, pure and clear, and making the 2 loaves of bread, and the table is set with fruit, and so Shabbat is observed. And because this song is really the song from one person's heart into the vast space that Shabbat lends to us, I'll step away from my microphone. Con azete de oliva, clara y jaspe, con azete de oliva, clara y jaspe, porque sean zoche sus fijos a la ley, la eniscu leolam shakulo Shabbat, hoy se cumplió el Shabbat. Fazim amotzi sobre dos los panes, fazin hamotzi sobre dos los panes, en manteles los hermosos, en Shabbat, in eos todo modo de frutas, la eniscu leolam shekulo Shabbat, Hoy se cumplió el Shabbat. Hoy se cumplió el Shabbat. And now we move to a favorite song of mine, and it's a circumcision song. That's not why I love it. But I'm being transparent. And this comes from the Iraqi Jewish community. And it begins with Yehi Shalom B'Chelenu. May there be peace in our dwellings. Have you ever wanted any words to be more true now than those? May there be peace in our dwellings and tranquility in Israel. A son has come to us at a favorable time. May he live to behold the Redeemer. May we live to behold peace. B'Siman Tov. Yehi Shalom B'Chelenu, Yehi Shalom B'Chelenu, V'Shalwa B'Yisrael, B'Siman Tov Ben Balanu, B'Yamav Yavo HaGoel. Amen, amen, B'Siman Tov Ben Balanu, B'Yamav Yavo HaGoel. Hayeled Yeiranan, Hayeled Yeiranan, B'Tzel Shaddai Tulonan, B'Siman Tov Ben Balanu, B'Yamav Yavo HaGoel. Amen, amen, B'Siman Tov Ben Balanu, B'Yamav Yavo HaGoel. Umekoro yeh baruch, umekoro yeh baruch, zman nayav yehi aruch, b'siman tov ben balanu, b'yamav yavo HaGoel. Amen, amen, b'siman tov ben balanu, b'yamav yavo HaGoel. Shmo yetze b'chol lever, Shmo yetze b'chol lever, Asher yigdal yigever, B'siman tov ben balanu, B'yamav yavo HaGoel. Amen, amen, B'siman tov ben balanu, B'yamav yavo HaGoel. Amen, amen, B'siman tov ben balanu, B'yamav yavo HaGoel. Love that song. You know, these songs are friends, and there are friends that you walk through life with. And I know there's so many musicians. Maybe all of you are musicians. Of course you are. And you know what I'm talking about. Music is just the best companion to walk you through life. So how grateful I am that I've had such a rich and interesting life. And as you all know, a lot of it happened here. And many of you made music with me. In fact, all of you made music with me, and that was the beauty of this synagogue, is we all sang together. It was, people say, what's your favorite song? And I said, it's the voice of the congregation. So thank you. Yeah. Well, we've talked about these Sephardic poems, and some of the melodies are older, although none of them are as old as the poems. But our next piyut is a perfect example of how evergreen these poems are. Avraham ibn Ezra from the 12th century wrote the piyut Agadelcha, and he inspired an Israeli composer, Mordechai Halfon, who was writing in the last century. So 1,000 years were spanned by these words and this music, and somehow that conversation between the centuries inspires us every week and every day. So may I share this one with you. The words are absolutely exquisite. I will praise you, God of all souls, and I will thank you with great fear and awe. God is exalted by every mouth and tongue, God who did wonders and has done all with wisdom. Agadecha. Elohei kol nishama ve'odecha berov pachad ve'emor agadelcha Elohei kol nishama ve'odecha ברוב פחד ואימה בעומדיתו קהל רצו לרומם לך אכרע ואכוף ראש ואכוף ראש וקומה לך רבה חוף ראש וחוף ראש וקומה. שהפליא ועשה כל So the centuries speak to each other, but so do the different poets. This next piece that we're going to sing together, which is a great joy for me, is Lashoni Konanta, and it is set to a melody that was so beloved by the Sfardim in Turkey that they took the melody that came from an old romance, which it was about the King of France. Well, now it's my tongue. You have made my tongue and have chosen the songs that you have placed in my mouth. So we do this, of course, all the time. We take melodies from pop culture, and in they come to the synagogue. So they've been doing this for a very long time.
לשוני קוננת אלוהי ותבחר בשירים ששמת בפי טוב ממסחר
ונגדך קוננתה צעדי ממשחר וליגרון תתה בקורי לא ניחר
ויצרי הלבנת כמו צמר צחר ולכן לא שתה לבבי בשכרך
היסיטריאתה כאתמול מחר ומגיני אתה אלוהי אל And I should just say that that melody is one of the older ones, centuries old, and still speaks to our 21st century hearts.
Thank you so much. David will join us again on the bima, but let's just give him a round of applause for his beautiful singing. Thank you. Shir Tikva is lucky to be a community that is full of voices and full of people who have led this community. But David, hearing your voice in this space, your voice has been a sacred container for this community. And just thank you so much for coming back and for pouring your spirit and pouring your love back into this community. And I hope you feel this love, which is just a tiny fractal of all of the love that this community has for you and has been shaped by you. So thank you so much for being here. Really, thank you. So Dan and I want to offer this little set. It's a little set which I feel like is a prayer. This is one prayer. 3 songs, 1 prayer. How efficient? 2 languages, right, we're doing math here. Dan and I met in 2014. Yeah, so it's another anniversary, a 10-year anniversary for us. I was a baby rabbinical student, just moved to New York City. Dan was just as cool and amazing as you see him today. No change. But the world was different. Also hard, different. And so we offer these prayers of yearning, these songs of yearning, prayers for sanctuary, both little and big, prayers for peace, prayers for openings in the most tight of places, prayers for an end of violence in Gaza, for new possibilities in Israel. The first of these songs is a poem by Leah Goldberg, which was written in 1939, and then was sung by Chava Alberstein. Leah Goldberg, the poet, was a refugee, and she saw her responsibility as being that of creating poetry that would remind people through the hardest times, 1939, the hardest times of the beauty of the world, and ground us back in human values, back in what it is that connects us. So I want to read the poem in English, and do you want to say anything about this? Yes.
Well, Arielle might have the right facts, but I thought that she wrote it in 1942, when the first news arrived from Europe in the land of Israel, or Palestine then. So even worse.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it speaks of rejuvenation from within the trauma. Yeah. From within a very lonely place, from the literally the ashes she's writing about. Yeah.
So the words in English. Will there yet come days of forgiveness and grace, where you walk in the field as the innocent wayfarer does, and the soles of your feet caress the clover leaves? Though stubble will sting you, sweet will be their touch. Or rain will overtake you, its thronging drops tapping on your shoulder, your chest, your throat, your gentle head bowed. And you will walk in the wet field, the quiet in you expanding like light in the hem of a cloud. And you will breathe the odor of the furrow, breathing in quiet. And you will see mirrored in the gold puddle the sun above. And simple will be these things, and life, permission to touch, permitted to love. Slowly you will walk in the field, alone, not scorched by flames of conflagrations on roads that bristled with horror and blood. Again, you will be peaceful in heart, humble and bending, like one of the grasses, like one of the people.
האומנם עוד יבואו ימים בסליחה ובחסד, ותלכי בשדה, ותלכי בו כהלך התם, ומחשוף כף רגלך ילטף בעלי אספסת, ידקרוך ותמתק דקירתם או מטר ישיגך בדת טיפותיו הדופקת על כתפייך חזך צווארך וראשך רענן ותלכי בשדה הרטוב וירחב בך השקט כאור בשולי הענן ונשמת את ריחו של התלם נשום ורגוע וראית את השמש בראי השלולית הזהוב ופשוטים הדברים וחיים ומותר בם לנגוע ומותר לאהוב ומותר לאהוב את תלכי בשדה לבדך לא נצרבת בלהט השרפות בדרכים שסמרו מאימה ומדם וביושר לבב שוב תהי ענווה ונכנעת כאחד הדשאים כאחד האדם
We think you're going to understand these next two songs, and that's just because you've been listening to so much Hebrew, you now understand every word. Isn't that amazing? No, these are in English. First, a song by Leonard Cohen. I think if there's one thing I've learned at Shir Tikva, it's that we get to feel it all. And I'm just going to invite us. This is a song where you're really like, we are invited to feel it all.
If it be your will that I speak no more and my voice be still as it was before, I will speak no more. I shall abide until I am spoken for. If it be your will, if it be your will that a voice be true from this broken hill, I will sing to you from this broken hill. All your praises they will ring. Oh, if it be your will to let me sing. if it be your will. If there is a choice, oh, let the rivers fill, let the hills rejoice, let your mercy spill on all these burning hearts in hell. If it be your will to make us well, to draw us near and bind us tight, all your children here in their rags of light, in our rags of light, all dressed to kill, and end this night, if it be your will. Oh, and end this night, if it be your will.
We have a surprise guest. One who is not on the program. Who is on the program but was not on the anticipated program. MJ Gilbert, will you please join us on the beam? All right. No, let's go. Was in another lifetime, one of toil and blood, when blackness was a virtue and the road was full of mud. I came in from the wilderness, a creature void of form. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
If I pass this way again, you can rest assured I'll always do my best for her. I'm that I give my word. In a world of steel-eyed death and folks who are fighting to be warm, come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
Not a word was spoken between us, there was little risk involved. Everything up to that point had been left unresolved. Try imagining a place where it's always safe and warm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
Out from exhaustion, buried in the hail, poisoned in the bushes and blown out on the trail, hunted like a crocodile, ravaged by the corn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
Suddenly I turned around and she was standing there with silver bracelets on her wrists and flowers in her hair. She walked up to me so gracefully and took my crown of thorns. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
There's a wall between us, something that's been lost. I took too much for granted, got got my signals crossed. Just to think that it all began on a long-forgotten morn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
Deputy walks on hard nails and the preacher reads them out. But nothing really matters much, it's doom alone that counts. And the one-eyed undertaker, he blows a feudal horn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
Wailing like a mourning dove, an old man with broken teeth, stranded without love. Do I understand your question, man? Is it hopeless and forlorn? Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
In a hilltop village, they gambled for my clothes. I bargained for salvation, and she gave me a lethal dose. I offered up my innocence, I got repaid with scorn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
Living in a foreign country, but I'm bound across the line.
Beauty walks a razor's edge, someday I'll make it mine.
If I could only turn back the clock to when God and her were born. Come in, I said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Shelter from the storm. Come on, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
Thank you so much for making time in your week for music. Right? I mean, beauty walks a razor's edge. Someday I'll make it mine. Let us in this year make room for beauty, create beauty together, but not forget that it's possible on a Thursday night to find each other for something so sweet. To create a living room at Shir Tikva, like it always is, right? But I want to say thank you so much to Dan Nadel for traveling all the way from New York City. I think this is your third time in our sanctuary. I think this is at least your third time, which is a wild statistic. Yes. It makes me feel like New York City is really close, which is a wonderful feeling. And thank you so much again to David Harris. And thank you to MJ Gilbert. Yay, MJ. And thank you so much to Gordon and to Eric, both of whom are here tonight, making this run smoothly. And I'm going to invite David to join us for one more song. Oh, thank you. Are you kidding? The biggest gift. We end with a mashup. I think a melody that will sound familiar to many of you.
Cuando el rey Nimrod al campo salía, miraba en el cielo y en la estrellería, vieron a los santos y en la jurería que había de nacer Abraham Avinu.
Luego a las comadres se encomendaba que toda mujer que preñada quedara, si paría un hijo al punto la matara, que había de nacer Abraham Avinu. Abraham Avinu, Padre querido, Padre bendito, luz de Israel. Abraham Avinu, Padre querido, Padre bendito, luz de Israel.
La mujer de Terach quedó preñada, de día en día le preguntaba de qué tenéis la cara tan demudada, que ella sabía el bien que tenía. Abraham Avinu, Padre querido, Padre bendito, luz de Israel. Abraham Avinu, Padre querido, Padre bendito, luz de Israel. Shalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon, Malachi Rachamim, Mi Melach, Malachi Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
בשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, מלאכי רחמים, מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
בצאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, מלאכי רחמים, ממך מלאכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. אברהם אבינו, Padre querido, Padre bendito, luz de Israel. Abraham Avinu, Padre querido, Padre bendito, luz de Israel. Abraham Avinu, Padre querido, Padre bendito, luz de Israel. Abraham Avinu.